welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for our champions of the NFC, this was a battle of attrition this year. It was a tough road to get here, but now they feel like they are battle-tested and ready to go.
And that certainly cannot be overlooked. They've taken everyone's best shot this season, and they've withstood all of them.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early? And very early on here, we're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing is Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. A first carry for Samaje Perine. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Finding Gray on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Now back to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Second and a couple.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
In motion left comes Brown.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Smith catches left side.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books.
Plenty of scoring here already. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
Doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive in total 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw on second and 6, Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Complete, it's Dotson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught, Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll set up a throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
77 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Mahomes now to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3rd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now here's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
A nice little juke. Fighting his way through contact. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
2nd down and goal.
Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
2nd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dotson in motion right.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Barkley inside handoff. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Second down and a yard.
Up the middle with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Smith will come in motion right.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 20! And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 8.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Eagles have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits,
That's what terrifies him.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mahomes going to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right. Back to throw again.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's going to go down. So a sack on the two-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Brown goes in motion left.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second time.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught, Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Still going inside the 20.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Takes it to about the 37.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mahomes.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes is going to run the option left and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Back to throw, Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.